first topic, don't buy the Tesla Model Y Juniper. If you do not need a vehicle right now, do not believe the hype. It's an okay deal. It's basically a forced upgrade. We'll run through all the different numbers with it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think the next 3 to 6 months is going to happen. And unless you really need a vehicle ASAP, I'll give you my thoughts on whether I think the deal of a Model Y Juniper is a good deal or not. So breaking, in case you missed it, Model Y Juniper is here. And in case you missed it again, you can go see one today if you're in the California area. I'll show you the list of all the different ones. And I actually went to go see one earlier today, video on the channel if you want to take a look at it. We posted it raw because I know we wanted to get it out ASAP. So if you want to take a look at it, the brand new Model Y, it's actually right here on this link right here. So I can show you, I'll paste it in the live stream chat so you can take a look at it. But if you add up everything, it's actually not a bad deal. So yes, it's a $12,000 markup. We'll call it a markup, but not a markup over the legacy old and busted Model Y long range all-wheel drive. But with that $12,000, you do get a bunch of options and added value. Full self-driving, $8,000. Acceleration boost, $2,000. If you go with Ultra Red or Quicksilver, that could be $2,000 valuation. If you get the rims, that could be maybe $2,000. We don't know what the valuation on that. Tow hitch, another $1,000. Free interior color, like if you get white, it's $1,000. Mobile connector, $275, and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, puddle lights, floor mats, badging, all this different stuff out there. And so yes, you are paying a $12,000, not a markup, not a foundation series markup, but you're getting, if you max out all these different options and features, $16,275. And on top of that, it does qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Musk up. That's a good one, actually. It's a musk up. And so certainly if you are looking to get into a Tesla Model Y, like if you're someone that you just got into an accident, hopefully you're safe, you just totaled out, or like you have a Model Y and you want to give it to like your niece, nephew, uncle, whoever it may be, mom, dad, whoever, and now you need a vehicle, then yes, I can see that making sense. But it's basically a forced upgrade with all these different features. They're making you get a crazy color, ultra red or silver. They're making you get the 20-inch rims, tow hitch, interior. I mean, they're not making you, but you get what I'm saying here. And they're making you buy full self-driving, because if you add some of these different options like acceleration 2000, like you don't need it. It's nice to have, but you don't need it. But let's say exterior color, like the rims 2000, the tow hitch 1000, interior color 1000, plus the exterior color ultra red or Quicksilver at 2000. That's what, $7,000. So you're basically paying for those features $6,000 to $7,000, and then you pay like another couple thousand for the full self-driving acceleration boost. So it's not necessarily a bad deal, but then you start to look at like what types of interest rates and everything that come along with it. It's 5.99% as shown here, and you don't even want me to tell you what the lease is in terms of the interest rate. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, because it is, I'll tell you, I get a little preview. It is not a good lease deal at all, because we were able to find out what the interest rate is. So it's essentially a forced upgrade of all these different options, all these different features if you're looking to get into the Model Y. And so if you can wait, I would certainly say you might as well just wait it out, because here's what's going to happen. Over these next 3 months or 6 months or whatever it may be, not Foundation Series, the Launch Edition will stick around, because it's going to be all based on like how the take rate of all this. If there's crazy demand for it, then they're going to stick that Launch Series and keep it along for as long as they possibly can. But if it's a flop and people don't want to pay that 60 to whatever price it was, plus taxes, destination fee, and all that stuff, then they're going to quickly try and figure out how to position and move it out. But maybe this is all part of their big brain strategy, right? Because they've got Model Y inventory that they need to sell. In fact, they've got the highest levels of Model Y inventory, this mustard yellow line that you can see. And if you're looking for the best deal on Tesla Model Ys right now, you can definitely check it out. Link down below at our spreadsheet, where we're still tracking deals on Model Y $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 off. And you can still use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, to get a discount on that as well, up to $1,000 $100,000 off of a Tesla. So certainly it could be an interesting move. Maybe this only lasts like 3 months because they want to create that spread, right? Want to create a spread between a brand new Model Y Juniper refresh at $60,000 and the old and busted new legacy Model Y that's still brand new, that's going to have some big discounts, or it already has big discounts. And I bet there's going to be a promotional offer on these older Model Ys very, very soon in the near future. And so it makes sense, right? And so my prediction is launch series Model Y sticks around for maybe 3 months at best case scenarios. So deliveries, let's say they start in March, maybe it sticks around to about June, July, and then it ends around there because Q3 and Q4 are very important. This also gives Tesla time to launch, produce, and create this vehicle because there's going to be a limited amount of vehicles that can roll out like this. And so certainly it gives them time to try and produce these vehicles at a high rate while they still have to sell the old Model Y. So it's actually a pretty good big brain move for them to do this because they create that spread, gives them time to ramp up production. They know they're going to want to sell limited value anyway, build that hype on the Model Y as they start to be limited and actually being delivered to the select few people out there that are going to be wanting to pay that extra cost and get all those different features and everything, while they can still create that spread and put a great deal on the older Tesla Model Y. So this makes a lot of sense. And so if you are looking to get a deal on a Model Y Juniper, my advice has always, and it will be the same. Q3, Q4 is going to be the best deal. If we look at the history books on like Model 3 Highland, yes, Model 3 Highland came out around the same time, around this January timeframe. We started to see discounts in Q3. And of course, we got that 0% offer, that fantastic 0% offer on the Model 3 and the old Model Y for the November to December timeframe. And so that's when I think the Model Y is great. I got to see it in person. I think it's a fantastic vehicle with all these different features, but I think it's not worth the $60K price tag that it is currently posted at the moment. So let us know what you think on that. Let us know if you agree or not. I mean, most likely a lot of you are going to agree because this is a deal channel and we love discounts, incentives, and making sure we keep most of our money at the end of the day. But let's run through just a couple of these new features that were rolled out. So suspension, 51% improvement over the old one. I can't wait to try that. And there was another thing that I noticed interesting, like on the door, there's no hook as well. Shout out to Guy for pointing that out to me. Model 3 has that hook on the lower part of the door, but the Model Y doesn't. We've got the 19-inch rims. If you take off the caps, they look ugly in my opinion, but hey, maybe if you like that style, then more power to you for that. We've got the front where you can put water in. You can put like cooling in all your beer and everything, or if you don't drink beer, seltzers and all that stuff, wine, and you can put your fish in there as well. Really, leave it up to the China market to show this type of functionality with that. The rear taillight, hands down, is maybe the number one feature that I enjoyed the most out of the Model Y. It is something else to see that in person, and one of those things that, because if you think about it, everybody's going with this light bar thing, taillight, that a lot of manufacturers are doing. Tesla just took it up a notch and changed it even more. And this back seat motorized feature with the front seats moving and how it's actually fast and everything, actually probably my number 2 favorite feature. Maybe it's almost number 1 because of the functionality, the actual usable of it. Light bar and the rear design, it's cool and all, but it's not usable besides like braking and things like that. But here's the location if you want to go see a Model Y refresh. It's here, it's in person. We just made a quick video on that where we did a raw video walking around it, but there's 3 locations right now: North Hollywood, California, Los Angeles, San Diego, UTC, California, and of course Santana Row, Bay Area, San Jose, California currently. So let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Shout out to Rolo for sending me this video earlier this morning. This was one of the first spottings of the USA Model Y Juniper with that crazy taillight. It is definitely a sight to see. And so if you're looking to go see a Model Y in person, definitely go check it out, and you'll see that the taillight is phenomenal at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Before